This killer asked Josh for a ride home, and in the video you can see Josh shaking his head, yeah. And then Josh went inside the building and turned around and held the door open for Mr. Morales to walk in. He said something to Josh, and Josh went, which we later found out he wasn't going to school. So Josh just closed the door, allowed the door to close, and walks out of the frame, headed to class. Last time I'll ever see my son walk, talk, anything about him. At trial, the killer testified on his behalf and gave exact testimony on how he systematically killed Joshua. He first, and this is from the killer on the witness stand, he first threw a punch in the face so that Joshua's vision was messed up and he could not fight back. He next kneed Joshua in an abdomen so that he would go to the ground. Josh went to the ground as his spleen was sliced in half. The killer was aggravated that it was not over yet. He was a black belt in mixed martial arts and thought he could do this without any blood. He was aggravated it was not over. He said he grew tired of watching bloody bubbles come from Joshua's nose as he was trying to breathe. Next, he took a closet rod and beat Josh over the head again and again until the rod broke in 4 pieces. Joshua was still breathing. Next, he strangled him. He let him go to see if it was over. No, it's not over. So he continued until there were no more bloody bubbles. He must have said it 6 times from the stand. As a mom, I realized that my kid was grasping for air. He waited and he watched him die. He tied Josh's body up, stuffed it in the back seat of our truck, bought gas, dumped Josh in a field, and set his body on fire. The killer went home, took a shower, and went to see a movie, had popcorn and Coke. I didn't bring my kid across a border. If I would have told my daughter, I'm going to Mexico, and had a man, he'll bring you over here in a year or two, I'd be charged with neglect as well as I should be. I did not put my kid in harm's way when he went to school that day. You did. Every one of you is elected by an American. It is time for you to stand in the gap for Americans. I'm so tired of being up here and going over the same thing. You're elected by Americans. Do something. It is your job. Every one of you are in a position to do something that we are not. If you've been in bed with somebody who's given you too much money and you think the wrong way, get out of the way and let someone get in here that can care about Americans and their families. This is not about love. I do not have any hate. 2 days after Christmas, after he killed Josh, I went and forgave this kid at the jail. Totally forgiven. He's off my mind. It is now. They asked me at the trial, what did I want to give him? And all I could say was, it's not my call to decide his life. It's not. They couldn't believe I said it. The jury, I said, it's the jury's call. I didn't want to be anything like him and hurt another person. It's time to do something. We did not put our kids in jeopardy. We did not decide to traipse them across the desert. There are no minors that came here by themselves. I know it and you know it. There are no minors unless they're 16-year-old guys or girls that come here. The minors can't come here by themselves. I've seen the border. People die every day trying to get here.